Good morning everybody, hopefully you've had a wonderful first week back after half term and you've managed to rest and recuperate last week. So it's week commencing the 26th of February for this week's Headteacher Bulletin. Apologies for the croaky voice, seem to have lost it the past couple of days, but we'll keep going and try and keep it quite brief. So on the first Sunday of Lent, the Gospel always tells the story of Jesus' temptation in the desert. On the second Sunday, we always hear the story of Jesus' transfiguration. And in this Gospel, we see a glimpse of the glory that would come for Jesus after his death and resurrection. And when Peter woke up and saw Jesus surrounded by light and standing with Moses and Elijah, he was confused. Then God's voice spoke from heaven, commanding that the disciples listen to him. This was to give encouragement to the disciples as they came to realise that Jesus really is the Son of God. And Jesus changed. And then Peter, James, John almost missed something really important because they were sleeping. If the disciples had stayed asleep, they would have missed this amazing event. They would not have seen Jesus in all his glory. They would not have heard his voice from heaven. And it's important to note that our lives can be like this. We can often be asleep, not recognising that Jesus is always with us. And during Lent, we try to wake up and to see Jesus more clearly and to listen to what he tells us and act on it. And that's been our theme this week. So as part of our Lent Inspiration, we're following the Lenten Love calendar. You can see there's a copy there shared, so please take inspiration. Lots of things to do within the season of Lent. It's not always just about giving up. It's about obviously taking part in various activities and supporting and helping each other. So I'm just going to start with lots of key dates. It's such a busy half term, lots going on. So last night we had our Year 9 Curriculum Choices evening, a wonderful event, very well attended. Lots of conversations about next steps, GCSE choices and careers, so thank you. And we've already had about 110, 120 submissions of the options form. So just a reminder, if you haven't done that already, that needs to be in by Monday next week. We've got our Frozen musical next week on the 5th and 6th of March. We've also got a Year 10 Steps to Success evening on the 7th of March next week. We've got a Lenten reflection on the 14th of March, as well as Year 7 Parents evening. And then we've got our spring concert just before Easter on the 21st of March. And then on the 27th of March, we've got our big Lent Walk fundraiser. So World Book Day is next week, particularly for Year 7. They can come to school dressed as their favourite book character to participate. Also staff are getting involved and there's a range of activities on offer across the school, and we've got a particular short story that will be read out throughout the day within each lesson, so we look forward to sharing that with pupils next week. Well done to the couple of Antarctica Flags that are making their way obviously to Antarctica. We've got one of them which is sitting at the memorial on the south end of Rothwell Station and the other at the Bonner Science Lab. So well done to Summer Speakman in Year 9 and Shayla Thompson in Year 7 for designing those flags and getting them sent off. It's a real prestigious celebration. Lots of extracurricular sport. A lot of our parents have been asking questions about what sports on offer and what can their sons and daughters get involved in. So there's the calendar for this half term. Lots going on. We've just secured a basketball coach for mixed basketball on Tuesday. So, you know, various sports to get involved in. Speak to them, to your children, and if any questions, go and speak to the PE department, in particular Mr. Gilling, who's head of PE. We've mentioned Frozen. Please join us. There's a few tickets left. If necessary, you can buy a couple on the door, but we need them booked in advance to make sure we've got enough seats for everyone. So that's Tuesday the 5th and Wednesday the 6th of March at 6 p.m. Thank you for your support with the SEND Forum. We had well over 10 parents arrive this week on Wednesday to get some further information from the local authority about our local offer. So thank you for your support, and there'll be further meetings happening across this term. We had the Lux Dive Weekend. 28 students attended the Lux Dive Weekend as part of the Northampton Diocese. They had a great time, lots of speakers, some prayer reflection, and also sort of a disco and sort of an involvement with other students across the diocese in different schools. So they really enjoyed the weekend, and we look forward to celebrating future events over the course of a few months. We've said about the Big Lent Walk. Thank you for those who are supporting that. And then we've said about the spring concert. It's £4 a ticket, a little bit of an offer there, £15 for 4 tickets. If you came to our Christmas event concert. It's going to be, better than that, and hopefully we'll have some good weather to celebrate. And we mentioned about the Lenten reflection. That's on Thursday, the 14th of March at the Cathedral. So that's the end of this week's bulletin. We'll catch up next week, and we look forward to seeing you at Frozen, hopefully, on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. Take care and have a lovely weekend.